And good morning. Well, by the time you see it, it'll be good afternoon. So, how about a good day? Um, you'll notice some changes to the introduction, and that was because of a couple of comments that have been made and observations that th- people wanted to see a more martial air to the introduction of the videos. So I thought we'd give this a try. Now, if you really like this, let me know. If you really dislike it, you let me know. I don't have a particular preference. Okay? So, your opinion and only your opinion will decide whether we keep this or not. Another observation was made was I only liked to fly fighters. And I have a preference for them. Don't mind saying it either. But I have a preference for um, the observation was they were never getting to see heavy fighters. Well, I don't particularly like the XF-90, and it came down to the fact that I was rarely getting over 6 kills in them because by the time, now I rarely died in them either, by the time I got them turned around, you you either make a successful attack or you're not, and I was having to make 3 and 4 passes to kill aircraft. So I rarely got more than 6 or 7 kills, and I don't think you contribute that much when you're only doing 6 or 7 kills. Now I rarely got killed in them, but that's not my idea of great. So we have a heavy fighter today. This is the P.228, and it is a heavy fighter, make no mistake. It's fast. Its cruise speed, when fully rigged out, is with all the engines is over 400 miles an hour. That's assuming you get a polished skin or an uprated engine or something. It was coming up at 411 miles an hour cruise speed, gentlemen. Cruise speed. That makes it one of the faster planes in the game, and it is not spec'd yet. So you could expect more from it. Would not be impossible to think this thing gets up to 430, 440 miles an hour. It's quick. It comes with ferocious gunpowder. And I believe it's about a 14-second turn time. Not god awful, but pretty bad. So you have to play it like a heavy fighter. And let me be clear, I've done videos on these in the past. It's not the plane I love to fly, but I've had success with this. Part of it is you have to be respectful of its role. If you want to be happy with this. And a lot of that has to do with um, keeping it high, keeping it fast, go down, do your business, and get back up there and contest with other heavy fighters. Yes, it has rockets. Yes, it can do damage. But it is primarily meant to. You'll notice very long reload times on the ordnance on it. So even if you use your ordnance and you use it very effectively, you're not going to get to use it very often. Okay. Now, I am flying with my friend Juan Mendoza, Dysfunctional Avenging Angels, and he just did what friends do, pick the guy off my tail. All right, so you make use of your speed. I'm actually dumping the rockets so I can get more speed out of this. I didn't think 4 rockets was going to make that much of a difference. And this thing is a fair hand at killing ME-262s. All right, it's fast enough to kill ME-262s, HG2s. It's not any more agile than an ME-262. Be aware. And if the guy does something out of character and decides he wants to go with a lightweight airframe, you might find yourself in a little bit of trouble. Conversely, you could do so too, but that's not what I see the role of the aircraft. The thing is, the firepower on this is so ferocious, it's not funny. One or two hits, you're doing just about 1,000 DPS with this thing. One or two hits is more than enough to tear it apart. Even GA will come apart very quickly under this thing's firepower. You'll notice it didn't last very long, did it? All right. Let's move on to the next one. RB-17. But this has no problem getting up to an RB-17's height. It has no problem with an RB-17 speed. And you're looking at future aluminum confetti. No doubt in my mind that I've got this guy cold. And an RB-17 is a tough target too. Bombers, no problem. It slices, it dices, it makes julienne fries. There ought to be laws. Yes, yes, I really got ran by a guy on my own side. I imagine he's on the ground right now. These things don't turn that way. Don't turn all that well. Do not count on them getting out of your way. They can't. So Mr. Super Aggressive Robot is waiting to regen and contemplating well, actually, he may not even be able to regen. May have taken himself clean out of the game. So, be warned. And that's a nice place to stop at. All right. So, I am not opposed to showing heavy fighters. But there's a point of no return, and the XF-90 for me hits it. And let me explain why. Well, we let the victory points and all that go through. They're pretty self-explanatory. The XF-90 has a 17 plus second turn time. Yes, it is extremely fast. It's almost at 500 miles an hour. Cruise speed. It's over 700 miles an hour max speed. And that combination makes it a straight line. You can turn your nose a little bit here and there, but that's exactly all it's ever going to do. and that's a very boring play style. Now, I've had some people make this a fairly my life fairly miserable with them, but if you guys really want me to, I'll drag the thing back out. But there better be some gifts of silver because I need to go get 6 million silver plus all the parts if you really want to see that. Remember to like the video, to subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow.